us to take a chill pill concerning the COVID-19 thing, because I think that this whole Corona period has produced a lot of what we call knee-jerk reactions, in the sense that we've been preaching online courses for a while, monetizing your knowledge for a while, and some paid attention, some did not. And so now that physical businesses are being impacted heavily by the global shutdown or the global lockdown, people are now just trying to, oh, how can I monetize my knowledge? Well, the thing is, at this time, people are buying from those who have been monetizing their knowledge before, because they've built expertise, they've built a track record, they've built a customer base, they've built an audience. Everyone knows that these are the people selling online courses. And so it's not like we say, you don't prepare for war on the day of battle. It's not now that you want to just start learning how to use Camtasia Studio to create an online course. Yes, I mean, it's worth it. Keep doing it, pay your dues. In time, people will start buying your courses. But if you are doing it so like you can cash in now, I'm sorry. The truth is, you might have appeared to the party too late. But if you are not doing this just as a reactionary measure, you want to actually build a business out of your knowledge, then fine, fantastic. This is what you need to do. You have to understand that in the same way that your physical business is an actual business with a lot of moving parts, online business is the same thing. It might be, should I say, easier to run, but it has a learning curve. There are things to learn in that space, and you have to also gain mastery at that, right? So understand, whenever I teach about monetizing your knowledge or productizing your knowledge, you have to understand, first of all, your environment. All right? Your environment. It is very important. Many Nigerians do not pay attention to environment when choosing their calling in life, or when choosing how they want to monetize their knowledge. And like I always say, all seeds do not grow everywhere. You take an apple tree and you try and plant it in Nigeria, you are going to be met with failure, no matter how hard you pray. I guarantee you. All right? But you take rice, it can grow here. You take maize, it can grow here. Maybe beans, I don't know. But not all seeds grow everywhere. There are some ideas you have in your mind that are valid. They are valid. Ain't nothing wrong with them, but they are not for Nigeria. So if you want to monetize your knowledge in this country, you have to look at this country and what can sell here. Let me give you a few examples, because I need to be very practical. I know a lot of people who say things like, I'm a relationship coach, nothing wrong with that. I'm a teen coach, fantastic. We need teen coaches, all right? We need people to guide our youth aright, okay? But I always ask them a question straight up. How do you intend to make money? Or do you intend to make money? All right, so there's nothing wrong with teen coaching. It's a fantastic thing. Oh, we need people like you. But let's just agree that you'll be an NGO. Because success, as they say, leaves clues. And if you can point me to one person who has successfully monetized a teen coaching business, beautiful. Now we have the first case study. So far, we have a lot of people in that industry that are doing it as a labor of love. So you've got to look. Now, if you were to do that kind of business in America, for instance, all right, or in Canada, in the first world, they are at the level, if you look at Abraham Maslow's pyramid of needs, they are so high up on that pyramid that they can value that craft and they can pay premium for that craft. So don't just say, oh, you don't drink go say, man, I'm passionate. Passion, man, I'm passionate about this. Let me make a course. You can make a course, but will it sell? Okay. You know when you just write a book or read an online course and you post it on Instagram or on Facebook, well, whoa, our online course is finally ready, or my book is finally ready. And, this is the link to buy. And people are commenting, wow, congratulations. Nothing paying pass. they are commenting, oh, wow, congratulations. We knew you could do it. Woo, you are blown. Is that what I'm asking to do? I'm asking to go and buy. I'm telling you congratulations. Is that what I sent you? You know, but that is what exactly happens when you are trying to force a market to take what you have. They don't want it. They don't want it. All right. Now, for as long as it's free, they want to.
Yes.
Very, very, I say unto you, if you're a relationship coach or you're a marriage counselor or you're a teen coach, go on Instagram, go on Facebook, and be giving hot tips for free. Your comment section will be active. Wow. Thank you, mommy. You blessed me. Wow, my mentor. Mentor me, man. Mentor me. Mentor me, sir. They go full comment section. The minute you now put flyer for your paid events, it be like say, lockdown that day. Lockdown on social media. No, but only 2 likes for the past 2 hours. What? You check whether it's your network. You refresh, refresh. Only 2. You know. So people, what Nigerians do, I don't know that just Nigerians, but social media users do. Like they'll see the post, and it's like, when you're trying to cross gutter. If you live in Lagos or Nigeria, you know what I mean by that. Whether the cross gutter, just step right over it, so that they will not know that you have seen the post, and they will not feel guilty for not taking it. So let me just scroll, and that's why I did not see it. So you are there, you're not sitting down there questioning your calling, questioning your life. Like, you are thinking about it. There's nothing wrong with whatever you're doing. You're just planting a seed in the wrong environment. So you are left with 2 options. Either go to an environment where that seed is valid, or pick a different seed that is valid for your current environment. And I'll tell you the kind of seed that is valid for this environment, all right? In Nigeria, most Nigerians live below, either right on the poverty line or below the poverty line. All right. Many Nigerians are poor. The ones that are not poor are middle class, trying to survive. They're trying to survive. The elite top 1%, they are very few, very few. Forget that we have maybe the richest African in Nigeria. All right. That represents like the top 1%. All right. The wealth disparity is so broad. You've got to understand that as a salesperson or whatever it is that you're doing, you're trying to sell something, right? The wealth disparity is so broad. And so you have a lot of Nigerians who can't really pay for your course.
Yeah.
You have, but you have somewhere in the middle class who they've not really made it, but they have just enough disposable income that they have as what I call a hope budget. All right. So every middle class Nigerian, whoa. They have my respect because they are the ones that are suffering in Nigeria. I'm giving some background, the science of the background, so you can better understand what you're going into. These are people who are not poor. They are not rich. They're just right there in the middle. They've probably crawled right out of poverty, all right? And they are aspirational, all right? They are educated. No matter how bad as the bad, their kids must attend a certain kind of school. All right, bad as bad, there's a living standard they cannot go below. What they are thinking of is, I cannot drop below this living standard, and I want to get to a point where I don't have to face financial anxiety every single month. All right, they probably make 6 figures every month, but they're also spending that same 6 figures every month because there's this peer pressure of society too. You have to move into Lekki. You must have this gate man here. You must drive this kind of car. And so it's crazy. You're looking at them from the outside, looking at, wow, these guys are balling. You don't know the kind of financial anxiety they go to bed with every single night. All right. The kind of bills that are waiting to just grab that paycheck as soon as it comes. And so these people are thinking, how do I get more streams of income? How do I make more money? How do I invest my money? How do I, at some point, get to a point where I'm not worried about how I'll pay my child's school fees for the next term? I can't afford to take my kids out of this school and downgrade their educational standard. I want the best for my kids. How can I, month after month, keep up my standard of living and have a lot more money to spare? And so these are the people that are online looking for online courses, the kind of online courses or the kind of education that can improve their living conditions. And so if you have something in that niche that can help them improve, you will always be in business. All right. So if you want to sell a course to Nigerians, for instance, about how to improve their self-esteem, I'm not saying it to not sell, but to how many people? All right. Again, for as long as you are posting about self-esteem for free, you will have likes and comments. You'll be popular but broke. But if you can flip it, okay, if you can flip it and frame it in such a way that whatever you are selling can improve their finances, then you have a conversation. For example, 5 self-esteem techniques that can help you create more sales and make more money. Get that? It's still self-esteem, but you have connected it. Don't think that they will connect it themselves. No, you're the salesperson. You're the one creating the the marketing content, the marketing copy. You're the one who has to push that propaganda, make them understand how that thing can help them make more money. Because like I always say, nobody gives a damn about being a makeup artist or about makeup in itself, but they give a damn about the business of makeup. Okay? No, many don't care about real estate, buying and selling houses. It's not the passion of a lot of people, but they care about the business of real estate. Who cares about digital marketing? Almost nobody. But they care about the business of digital marketing. Who cares about fashion? Some do, but many more care about the business of fashion. So if you put out a course saying how to dress more fashionably, nobody gives a damn. But how to make millions in the fashion business, my goodness, it will be a night of bliss. They will pack that webinar out. Right? So one of my highest selling courses is called the 6-Figure Consultant. I mean, 6-Figure Consultancy Briefcase. My goodness, that thing sold off the shelf. I was not even in Nigeria when I launched that course. I was in the abroad monetizing Nigeria, and it was fantastic because I understand the kind of courses that are valid here. People want to improve their circumstances, and so I used my experiences, put together a product that could solve that problem, and it sold. All right, so back to basics and why I went through all these stories and allegories, right? You have to look at your environment or your target environment, because environment now is relative. You know, like we say, the world is now flat because of the internet, all right? The world used to be round and now it's flat. You can affect Tanzania from Nigeria. You can affect Brazil from Nigeria, the United States, South Africa, right? So the world is flat. So it's not about your physical environment, but your target environment. Do some research, ask around, Google it a bit. What seeds are valid in your target environment so that you don't just suffer and suffer and suffer in vain. That's how you spend 4 years of your life. You finally still give up. All right, before you start, do your planning and find out, is this thing valid? Or maybe it's valid, but not in its current form. Do I need to alter it a little bit? Do I need to tweak the messaging a little bit? Should I change the target audience a little bit? These are things that we all have to tweak and come into before we finally come into the fullness of what we're selling. When I first started in 2014, I used to teach social media marketing, social media marketing. And I was doing okay. Not great, but okay. But then when I moved into providing what Nigerians wanted, not what I believed Nigerians should want, but what they actually wanted, I took off. The first course I made was how to make dollars. That was in 2014, late 2014 when I made this course. How to earn in dollars right in Nigeria by creating Android apps on the Google Play Store. That was my first ever online course. 2014, I didn't even have like an email list or all these, kung fu moves. All I had was a BBM contact list. I created the course, sent the broadcast on BBM. I sold the course for 40,000 naira. And I think 20 people bought that course. I was in my boxers, just there looking at my phone. 20 people bought the course, 800K. Hey, that's how I was. 2014. Because I've been used to toiling, you do seminar, you rent a hall, you do refresh. I'm used to the old way and the hard way of doing things. So, and then at the end of the day, they are coming, they are coming there, they are asking you, you are there in person. It's stressful. But that was what I was used to. But that first time I sold my knowledge digitally, I was like, God damn it. Hey, they don't die. That was my first time, and you're in your house, I'm in my house. I don't have to feed you. You feed yourself. You show up, get value, give me money. We both walk away happy. Fantastic. All right. So if you're trying to get into the business of selling your knowledge, these are the fundamentals. I can guarantee you cannot find this in any book. Okay, because this is my experience, my scientific experience in the Nigerian market. And this is what you must look into before you start. I mean, the other things like the science, build a list, Facebook ads, we'll get there. But fundamentally, you've got to do a proof of concept using these methods.
Okay, thank you so much.